So we're off on the start of the hike, heading north to the village of Patterdale. We'll be visiting the White Lion for a pint, discuss the history of the pub, and yeah, fantastic scenery. So this is Brothers Water. Look at that, great place for stand-up paddle boarding, some buoys out in the middle, yeah, all is well. Still following the path on the eastern side of the valley, heading toward Patterdale. We're nearly there and it won't be long until we're in the White Lion. Look at this idyllic farmhouse. Some veg patch there. This is the dream. What's most?
First pint of the day. What's it called?
Lakeland's Fell Walker.
It's lovely. Lemony. Refreshing. Light.
Very nice. On the nose, Ross.
Bit grassy.
Grassy nose.
It's nice though.
Keeping it
That
light.
is absolutely lovely, isn't it? And look at the White Lion, a pub steeped in history. Well, she's going to tell us all about it.
The Australian murder.
It's white.
And there you have it.
Garden.
And that sums up the history talk on the White Lion. It's white. The Patterdale Hotel. I've never had that. Wainwright Amber. Have you ever had that?
No.
What was the staff like?
So we left the pub.
Yeah, I think that.
We're looking up towards Hole in the Wall and the southern flank of Striding Edge. Of course, going to Helvellyn, very popular mountain. So our next destination is the village of Glenridding, where of course we will be sampling another of the pub's finest real ales and enjoying that. Once we've made our way around a few pubs there, we are going to be heading to the Ullswater Steamers landing stage and then heading north up Ullswater.
But that could all be in Howtown for all I care.
Yeah, but if Howtown's closed, the whole thing's...
I think it's going to be closed. I'll give them
It's a massive... If it is, your day's over. You've gone over there.
We all right to sit down? Yeah, of course. My colleague's actually out there. You can order your drink on the ground.
We're making the next ferry, so we're probably going out. That's okay with you?
Yeah, just unplug it. And if you could put that red thing just like back in. Thank you.
That's what we're at the ferry times, right?
Oh my,
You trust in me?
tell me that.
Classic.
So we're at the Inn on the Lake in Ullswater. It's an absolutely idyllic spot, as you've just seen. So we're going to be heading north shortly. We've got time just for one more pint. The sun is absolutely glorious. It's been beaten down all day. The moon is up above Place Fell, and this is a really tranquil and idyllic spot. Some landings and jetties out there on the lake, and lots of people choose to get married here. Really popular spot.
Let's get some bangers, Christoph, don't we?
Filming. Do not swear. Cheers everyone to the Lake District.
What a spot.
Cheers. Mini market. Come on. We're making good time for the ferry, which is in about 15 minutes. We'll get a ticket, get on, and then we're getting off at Howton. So we've got a nice pasty, a couple of cans of craft beer to add to the collection.
Hiya.
Hi mate.
Thank you.
Cheers pal.
Hey,
What the hell?
what are you doing?
I'm just having a tour. Yeah?
To fix the rail, Chris.
It's the same vessel as we travelled on last time. Yeah. With the broken rail. What are your thoughts and feelings on the trip so far? Would you like to share that with the viewers?
I just made a comment which I thought was quite clever of me. I said it's such a good day. I wish we'd just started it 2 hours earlier.
What do you think, Wash?
Yeah, we've had a nice chill start to the day and a few little calm pints, and just had some nice Cumberland sausage roll. So yeah, sun's shining, blue sky. Doesn't get much better.
No. And we are on the steamer, so that's it. Levi, thoughts?
Mince and onion pie demolished. Needed
it.
because we haven't eaten anything since this morning. Lovely time. Really enjoyed getting on the lake. It was banging.
Yeah, that was nice.
If you're in Ullswater, get yourself down there on that green. That PJ tour.
Anyway, for now, it's past it. Oh, Lee's off into trap 2.
Is it my round? Isn't it bar? There is. Massive bar. Yeah, that was in the plan.
It's like the booze cruise, like 1830s again.
Fallaraki.
I didn't talk about it.
In a minute, I'm going to belly flop. Throw myself off the side, bottle of ouzo, and just like beach myself like a whale.
That created a great video, it was just like...
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything.
So we're on the Ullswater Steamers beer. They've been down into the ship bar, ship IP bar, which is great, to be fair. I didn't know they sold alcohol on this, did you?
No.
So we've got a nice beer, and I've not seen that anywhere else, to be fair.
On high heat, in the middle of the street, roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go.
So you can see our destination for this evening is felll. Howton is around the corner, that outcrop there, just in the distance.
Windy. I mean, it feels windy now, but I know it's supposed to be. It's supposed
But that is the destination. You can see to the skyline. You've got High Street.
The wind's cold. The air's cold.
Obviously south back down to the South Lake District. It's always a bit chilly on these ferries. We lose the protection of the fells because we're out exposed on the lake. But it's very calm despite a bit of chop. Big vessel. We're on Raven today, and it's a good way to explore this part of the Lake District. Think about it, Walsh.
It's lovely. Lovely drop.
A fine drop.
Yeah. It's like, you wouldn't know it was a lager, would you? Other than
No,
it's a bit of
it
fizz.
tastes a little bit almost stouty to me. It's got a lot of depth to it.
I'd be interested to know its colour, you know, if you poured it out. But it's...
Very quite dark, I think.
Not that. I'm gonna go for this.
You can get black lagers, can't you? Could be
It's
a black
George
lager.
Mallory here. Straight to trap 2 again.
So, cover your bases when it's minus 15 wind chill.
Say that again.
It's lovely varnish.
Lovely varnish.
Like, you know, you hold the rail going up the stairs there. It's just so nice in the hand.
That's the thing that comes into your head, the varnish on the wood.
Yeah.
Someone's polished that.
Someone's just put some loving care into that.
Lovely varnish. So there you go, that sums up our TripAdvisor review.
My two favourite jobs, garden and varnish.
This is the TripAdvisor review, lovely varnish.
Not your actual job.
Do you like the varnish?
Good job.
The captain does all the varnishing.
Walshy loves it.
He loves your varnishing.
Take care, guys.
See it.
See you later. It's very
So, Jesus Christ alive. Lovely varnish. That's it.
Varnish out for the lads.
We've got a lovely walkway that takes us in this idyllic paradise to this less often travelled area of the Lake District. Fell is not a giant, but it's a great end to a great day and a great weekend here. So we're heading to the Howton Hotel. We hope it's open, and if it's not, well, plan C.
They go back round to me for the last round, isn't it?
Yeah, but we'll have
And I will
this
get
sun.
me back.
We'll have this
you're
sun till the
getting my
last
wrist,
minute before we head up there.
I think we can only have one here.
Have you lost your mind?
Oh.
You're on your own, mate. I'll follow you up in the dark.
We are. We've got to get up there.
There's more than one.
We've reached it. There's people in the beer garden. It's open. Everyone, this is an evangelical moment.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Literally just free walking.
Well, we went once. We went to a train. It was actually wonderful.
I'll be facing towards like the sun.
It's got to be left side.
At the Howton Hotel.
Oh, I forgot. Who didn't get a cream egg before?
Absolutely the best beer garden in the Lake District National Park. It's a hidden gem.
So yeah, that's
These are the views.
we survived.
Oh, chill.
Oh yeah. One pleasure.
Bye, there's her. I've got the energy for you.
I just found that. I just found that in my glove. Thanks for that. £100 pair of gloves. And he slammed a rock into it.
He finds it
What you need is the exercise.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's out walking and he knows stuff.
Where is it?
A house brick. Absolute crime. Stand by what? You could have bust my zip there.
Oh, you went straight in and found it. As if you'd had like some sort of X-ray.
It's made for it, that bag.
No, you're made for it now, mate. You're made for it. I've got a full brick in my bag. Since where? Since where was? You big Papa Smith. Since where?
I don't know.
I think he's done that from Sykeside Bears.
Where's that come from?
I think they sold it.
I haven't got the words. Stand by.
So, the lads are a bit behind me and I wanted to set off because we're going to get some footage as the sun's setting, so they are following up. A bit of a breeze, a constant breeze now, and I'm heading up to the summit of this fell. When I get up to the top, I will be rewarded with some hopefully decent views. It's a bit of a grueler, although it's not the highest fell in the Lake District by any stretch. When you've had a few beers and it's been a glorified pub crawl, yeah, it's tough. You certainly feel it, but look at this. Absolutely fantastic conditions. And like I've said so many times throughout this video, it hardly ever stays like this. So we're going to crack on. There's quite a few tents up here already, to be fair. Yeah, But hey, there's no rush, so we go all the way to the summit, RV with the lads on the trig, and bring you back. So we're at base, the Durston X-Dome 1 Plus, in its spiritual home on the fells. Nice pitch, a well-known spot, really popular, however absolutely idyllic. All the tents silhouetted with the setting sun, heading down toward the Helvellyn range, of course, in the Lake District National Park. So the Durston X-Dome 1, the Hilleberg Solo Black Label in red, the underrated but cracking tent, Lanshan 2, great bit of kit, and the goat is in the Storm Star. So we've got a lovely pitch here, overlooking Ullswater. So in terms of the X-Dome, I have got Dyneema guy lines on each pole, in the corners, wrap around, similar to the system employed on that tent. I've got 2 trekking poles. We've got a bit of a breeze, or a fairly decent wind from this direction, hitting the tent side on. So best practice, what I'm going to do when I get in is deploy one of those trekking poles. There's a cup on the inside of the tent, I will show you that. Deploy that down vertically. And there's some extra support this side, and then of course I will do exactly the same on this side of the tent, just giving it some extra reinforcements. But what an absolutely idyllic spot here in the Lake District. So just about to get set up in this nice pitch. The tents are looking really good with the sun just in front of them shining through the flies, and it's great to be in the X-Dome finally, where its spiritual home is, in the mountains. It was a bit of a challenge packing for this small pack, 32 litre pack, but at the end of the day, if that's what you want to do, you're going to have to make some significant changes. You can't be, in inverted commas, a lightweight wild camper. I'm not, but it was a good experiment trying it. The pack's done okay. It's fitted all the gear in, loads of room in this pocket. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to speak too much about it, suffice to say I'll leave links to what I've used. They're not affiliate, but I'll follow up with a video after this camp when I'm home and I've had a chance to process my thoughts about what it was like using. So there will be a standalone review of it. Likewise, there's going to be a standalone review of the X-Dome and some other bits of kit which I've used on this one. But for now, I'm going to make it like home and bring you back. So on this camp, I'm trying a meal by Expedition Foods. This is the double serving, so it has 1,000 calories. We've done a lot of beer drinking, but we have done a fairly reasonable hike today. So replacing those calories is good. So basically what happens with these is they cook the meals in massive batches. They place the food on large racks in basically a vacuum chamber, and they slowly lower the temperature to below freezing, slowly raise it, and the water in the food turns into a gas. And what that does is maintains the structure of the food and preserves obviously the all important nutrients. And for simplicity, you always see on this channel boiling some water You're knackered, you don't want to be faffing around with fresh ingredients, or certainly I don't, and it's something I always like just for ease and convenience, the dehydrated meals. So I'm looking forward to getting some water boiled up. I'm using the trusty reactor when you want water boiled in a hurry. In my experience, there's no quicker stove than the MSR reactor. It is absolutely unbelievable, and it's really efficient with the gas too. So I'm going to get this fired up. I have never tried this meal before, the chili con carne and rice, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm absolutely starving, so we're going to get the stove fired up and we'll crack on with that. So you can probably hear that wind is really picking up, some quite gnarly gusts, and this is just about done. So I am normally a stickler for tradition. I normally have the same thing all the time. I find something I like and then I just stick with that, which isn't good. We just don't get to try new things. But chili con carne, Expedition Foods, here is the first try, and there's some nice steam escaping the pouch, which is always good. It looks nice, it smells nice, good consistency. Just going to dive in here, don't want to spill it everywhere. Looks good. Good chili like. Yeah. Nice. It's got the first bite. Nice bit of kick to it, which is very welcome in this cold wind. Nice. Good. Oh, excuse me. The can is all over the place, but that is it's really nice, very hearty. Tastes like a home cooked chili con carne. Well, that was interesting. The winds out of nowhere have significantly increased, really bad, to the extent I thought I was worried about the cross pole. It was bad, that, wasn't it? Where's that come from? I'm talking about it and it's dropped down. Sod's law, but I've genuinely had to put the trekking poles in, so there's a cup on that side and there's a cup on this side. The strength of the wind gust, it's still a little bit, but I mean, the tent was coming right in. Obviously got it guided out correctly, but I have now got the trekking pole. I just had to drop the inner as quick as I could, and I've got that secured in the fabric cup just to add some support to that cross pole. But flaming hell, that was absolutely touch and go. So I can now get back to eating my evening meal in peace. But yeah, it held fast. It's now got the trekking poles in, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, testing conditions. Jesus Christ. So this structure now is supported by this trekking pole, which transforms the tent in terms of its strength. And if you hike with trekking poles anyway, that means you don't need to worry when the weather takes a bit of a turn, as it has done now. We've got the guy lines at the maximum length for maximum efficiency. Storm Star's looking good, Lanshan holding its own, and of course the Black Label Solo, which is in its element here. I've added some Dyneema loops to these guy out points at the head and foot end of the tent respectively. But yeah, there's no protection, the wind is barreling down here and it's hitting these side on. So it's a good test for the X-Dome. It's pitched, you know, I'd normally orient it that way, not side on. Why have I done this? Because I want to look out at the views. Sometimes the views take priority, but the winds are forecast 40 mile an hour, potentially gusting. I've got the Kestrel with me, so I'm gonna try that out and see what we're getting. But when I was eating my evening meal there, that's good fun. You can't beat being in a tent while the weather rages outside. It's nice and cosy. The Hilleberg in red, looking fantastic. A really inviting, warming colour there. Just perched above Ullswater here in the Lake District. Cannot beat that. But you can't stay out for too long. Need to get back in and preserve the warmth.
Ah, bad cold, yeah. Really bad cold.
What are your thoughts?
Nice. It's been like a game of 2 hours, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Sitting there in the sun having a nice pint in beer gardens, and now
It's
freezing and windy.
Yeah. So from the relative warmth of the storm start, so the tent is taking this side on, so you see what a difference these trekking poles make when you deploy them. Look how rigid it stays, securely in those cups. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's stopping that flex of that crossbar. It's keeping it nice and rigid. Well, the social club amongst us have let me down, and it would appear that they've all gone to bed and gone to sleep. Each year they go to bed at an earlier time. But yeah, nothing wrong with that. The wind's dropped a tiny little bit. I've got a sleeping bag liner, what I was camped in last night, a cosy cover, and my ultra lightweight sleeping bag, a Nordisk Passion 1. So yeah, without further ado, I think I'm going to turn in for the night. So fingers crossed the trekking poles hold. I think they will. I've pushed them into the ground. It's been a great day, good mix of hiking, trails, roads, single track, nice views, a couple of pubs, some nice beer, a lovely ferry ride, and then a bit of an ascent up to our location now. So I'll catch you in the morning. Good night. Good night, very windy night. I was comfortable. I was a lot warmer than I was in Sykeside, and I am emphasising once again that, you know, I did bring a sleeping bag that I shouldn't have done, but I wanted to try that out. But with my other gear on, down jacket, down trousers, I was comfortable, so that was fine. The tent's held up really well, especially with the use of those trekking poles. That really transforms the shelter in terms of its strength. The difference in that crossbar basically not being able to move is noticeable by using the trekking poles. So yeah, I'm going to get a brew on and make some breakfast. Right, so my breakfast on this channel, they usually, I just usually have a breakfast bar or something like that, but Expedition Foods kindly sent the chili last night, which I tried, and they gave me a breakfast to try as well. So I've never had one of their breakfasts before. I don't think I've had one of their main meals before. That was nice last night, very filling, because it was the double portion. So porridge time, it's porridge with strawberries, so for me this is an absolute luxury before another day of hiking. There's not going to be any pubs involved today, we're just hiking the remainder of the route back to the car. So it looks really nice, there's bits of strawberries in there, and it's just add 200 ml of hot water, leave it for 5 minutes, dead simple. That's lovely, nice and sweet. Yeah, it's got a lovely oaty taste to it as well. What I like about the dehydrated meals is they're light, they're easy, it's just a case of boiling water, there's no faff. I don't like faff and loads of pans and cleaning up, and you know, once you've finished, just seal the packet up, fold it flat, put it in your pack, and it doesn't take up much room. So I'm a big fan of them, and those of you that have watched the channel for a long time will see this is the only type of meal I generally cook on a camp.
It's not good, this getting old.
How old are you?
42.
People in the comments, is Michael old? He keeps saying this.
I hate sitting cross-legged as well.
he keeps saying he's old. Is he old? Or does he just act old? And because he acts old, he feels old. Oh. Is the brain making Michael feel older than he actually is? Discuss. So whilst he's just getting the last bits and pieces in the trusty Van Gogh Sherpa, it's going to be no trace here obviously. Levi, good night in the hilly.
Zembivy was good as well.
Yeah, I've not seen many of them, to be fair. It looks interesting, the whole system. The Zembivy, and was it the -20 version, or?
Yeah, because of the living up in the Cairngorms, I went for that one, but I think most of the country would be happy with a -12, -4.
Yeah.
Lovely bit of kit.
Landsham, Paul.
Yeah.
Did you well? Comfortable night?
Yeah, a bit worried at times when it got blasted, but
yeah, that wind really picked up, but still
fine.
did well. And the Storm Star, Walshy?
Yeah, lovely. Comfortable night. Not too hot. Stuck out right. Dealt with the winds well.
Excellent.
Rattling, rolling.
But it's been great. It's been a different experience for me, coming with a much smaller pack, as you've seen in some of them shots there. 32 litres, the lightweight tent, the X-Dome, lightweight sleeping bag, and you know, an altogether different experience. But it's nice not lugging a massive pack up with me. And we've got an 11-kilometre hike back to base. We are going to be following the eastern shore of Ullswater all the way back down to Brothers Water, where we have got our vehicles. We might have a couple of stops along the way, but there's probably not likely to be any beer involved. But it's been fantastic so far. Got a whole new day ahead of us, and yeah, the sun's shining.
Unless you bow lined it round someone, but
So we had a quick water stop, replenish the bottles, and then we've got about 11 kilometres back to base.
Got some options here, like.
So this is what we're hiking down. We're on the eastern shore of Ullswater, this lovely Ullswater Way, absolutely idyllic. We've got fantastic views, blue skies, lovely little inlets and bays, places to stop for a drink, get some water, and it's a really nice route. Some families out enjoying the sun, and it's heartily recommended. It's great, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little hidden gem on the Ullswater Way.
Have you ever had the ice cream in Reggae?
It's maybe the same.
Still probably the same thing.
I think it is.
Nice water that from the outside tap, isn't it? Good trip, Levi.
Fantastic, mate. Long one, but really good.
Decent hike at the end, that, wasn't it?
Loved it. Nice to
Perfect
see.
weather.
People out enjoying the sun.
What's my final thoughts?
The windows down, the car's racing. Yeah, great one. 2 good nights, lots of fun had. Sweaty, big walk back in there. Yeah, great time.
Final thoughts, Paul?
Yeah, agree with Michael. Perfect weather for it, not too hot. I was worried it was going to be a bit cold, but wouldn't want it any warmer.
That is it from the Lake District National Park. Could be another trip similar to this next year, maybe even sooner if we can work miracles, but we'll see. So thanks for watching. Comments, questions, as always, leave it below and I'll get back to everyone. See you on the next one and take care.